All right, good morning, good day, good evening, depending on the time you're catching this broadcast. It's your boy again, Pedro. I'm here again to give you a little update as regarding the my last post a couple of days back. If you remember vividly, I talked about Bitcoin currently experiencing um, a consolidation that is the upper level, the upper band of the consolidation has currently shifted from the 42K region to the 35K region. So it's now between a micro level consolidation is happening between the 35K region, which I pointed out 2 days ago, my last broadcast, and then the 30K region. And if you remember vividly, towards the end of that broadcast, which was about exactly a 20-minute broadcast, I said Bitcoin needed to close the day above 32,700, which which happened to be the low of 2nd July. That was the low that it had to beat to it had to close either above or below that low for us to see prices go either downward to the further down the towards the 30K region, maybe the 31K, or a close above that level, that's 2,700 for us to see prices maybe go a little bit upward towards 35K. So that happened exactly as envisaged and as predicted that day, if I may say. Um, the day ended up closing at 32,875, which is above the 32,700. So you can see that prices the following day, which was yesterday, we had a green day as a result. So that means prices did not go further down to the 30 K region, 31K area. So this a bounce off, and then we're already seeing some higher low formations again as a result because it's bouncing off the 30K region. Uh, we had a green day yesterday. We opened at 32,875, which was the close of the previous day, and then we had the high of 34,100, and then we closed the day on 33,815, which is close to 400. So you can see I roughly drew this triangle consolidation that day. It was like a rough sketch. I didn't even take my time to draw it. But funny enough, it's working out perfectly. It's working out perfectly. I was drilled down to the 4 hour time frame so you can see how perfect this has played out so far. Even despite the fact I did not really take my time to draw it, it was a rough sketch and I did everything in a hurry just at that moment when I was making the last podcast. But you can see it's been playing out so perfectly. So this is the 4 hour time frame. You can see multiple rejections of this triangle. Despite it being a rough triangle, you can see multiple rejections from the 1st of July. One, two, three, four, five. Between the 1st and the 2nd of July, there were five rejections of this triangle. Um, on the support side, that is the downside of the triangle, and then you can see at the top side we also have multiple rejections, price rejections of the top side. Virtually the entirety of this month has been in this triangle. That has been the summary of this month. There's been multiple rejections both at the top and at the bottom of this rough sketch triangle I made. You can see further rejections on the 5th of July, and you can see the moment prices have been moving just within this triangle. They go to the top, bounce off the top, come to the bottom, bounce off the bottom. It's been like that. You can see this movement, you know, going up, bouncing off, coming down, bouncing off support as well. And you can see the moment price this broke the downside of this triangle, which was day before yesterday. You can see that the moment it broke below it, um, we've had there was a retest. The following 4 hour was a retest of a triangle, and then it failed to break back into the triangle. There was a rejection of the same triangle again. The former support now became a resistance, making it a neckline. So you can see the triangle is a rough one, but it's been playing out so perfectly. Prices were choppy, and then the moment price tried to break back yesterday into the triangle, price tried to break back into the triangle yesterday, and it was successful as a result of the green day we had. We had a little bit of reasonable volume that was enough to break back into the triangle, and then you can see that yes, we've broken back, we're back into the triangle, but you can see the triangle is becoming narrower. We're getting close to the vertex, the triangle. uh, that is the tip of the triangle, and you can see that the moment prices came back in and tried to go higher up, there was a perfect rejection again at the top of the triangle again. So you can see this triangle is working out so perfectly. This is the current state of the market. This is the current summary of the market. And the prices got rejected at the top, and then we came back to the bottom, and then prices were rejected again earlier this morning. Prices got rejected the start of today. The first 4 hours, price got rejected off the top. The next 4 hours, between 4 and 8 UTC, price got rejected from the bottom, and you can see we are back into the triangle again. Um, so I will drill down to the 1 hour chart so you can see it again. You can see more details again, how it's been playing out perfectly. You can see multiple rejections since it is a 1 hour time frame. You can see pin bar being formed at the bottom, and then you can see how prices rallied up to the top, got rejected, got became choppy, went to the top. Multiple rejections on the file on the hourly time frame. Multiple rejections. So you can see it was a rough sketch, but it's been playing out perfectly, so perfectly. So I'll go back to the 4 hour time frame so you can take a look. So okay, so what next? What next for Bitcoin? Um, as a result of this, I mean, also go to the daily time frame so you can take a look at it again. So you can see that there are times in the market where the market is forming. There's a point in time the market is forming higher highs and even higher lows, and all of a sudden, okay, at this point, from 22nd June, there was a pin bar formed on the daily time frame, which resulted to uh, a bullish momentum to the up to the 35K region, um, and a retracement which formed higher low, and then there was a higher high formed again rather. So at some point we had a formation of higher high and higher low, which means the bulls were in charge of the consolidation, and then it was invalidated um, on June 2nd with this was invalidated not on June 2nd. Okay, it was invalidated yesterday, a couple of days back, which was on June 8th, with the formation of a new higher low, not a lower low rather, to at 32 at around 32K. So you can see at some points in time we have higher lows, we have like some sort of a boost in charge of the consolidation um, um, via the consolidation formation of higher lows and maybe higher highs, or higher lows and maybe higher highs. Then there are times where the bears are in control of the consolidation. You have lower low formations and maybe lower high formations. So you can see that it's not a thing of whether we're in an uptrend or a downtrend. It clearly shows you that both forces are battling, and then the formation of this triangle is an equilibrium, telling you that okay, bears are mounting pressure from the top, and bulls are in like manner defending this, absorbing this pressure from the top by the bears, and are defending at they are letting you know that we are equal to the task, we are equal to whatever it is that you're giving to us. So as a result, we're forming a triangle, and then with this is sort of equilibrium as a result in this consolidation. So what's next for the bulls is, okay, for the bulls to be able to regain control of this consolidation, they need to beat this level. These are two levels they need to beat for them to regain control of the consolidation. First of all, they need to go, you need to, they have this top of this triangle to beat, which is around 34.2, 34,200, $34,200. And I checked yesterday, it was around $34,200. The top of this triangle is what they have to beat first, and then after which they have the 35K region to beat. 35K level you can see to be, because here is why um recently it's been like the bears took over. Looking at it from the 4 hour time frame, you can see that the bears um have been in control for the past couple of days, resulting to this lower low, higher low, lower high, and lower low. So for the bulls to take over, counter this, and take over control, they need to be able to beat this retracement. This is the retracement for the um, bearish run, which is the lower high. They need to beat this, but first of all, they need to go through this top of this triangle, which is around 34. It was 34,200 as at last night, but since it's narrowing down, it's been decreased to around just within the 34,000 area. They need to beat that first, and then they need to before they can get to overcome the 35, which has been like a major region to beat this period. So if they can overcome 35K region, then we'll now have a formation of higher highs, which is a feature of a characteristic of an uptrend. So I'm not saying we are back to an uptrend, but I'm just saying for them to take back control of the consolidation, they need to beat the 35K region by via a formation of a higher high. So if they can beat the 35K region, if there's enough volume has been an issue for the past for some time now. If they can have enough volume, they can be able to push up to the 40K, 42K region once more. Volume has been an issue. You can see it's been um, decreasing. Volume has practically been dead. We've had practically no serious volume. So that's been the issue with this. That's what has actually resulted in this consolidation to this serious consolidation we're currently experiencing. So you can see from the daily time frame as well. You can see the bears. This is the down lower low, lower high, and then the lower low, which I just explained from the 4 hour time frame. So for the bulls need to get past this lower high and form a higher high. So so as to they need to get past this this lower high and form a new higher high, which is the 35K region, for them to gain back control of the consolidation. Otherwise, we'll just be like kind of choppy at the moment. So that is what the bulls need to do to gain back control of the consolidation. Otherwise, maybe the bulls may get choppy, and then maybe the bulls may still mount more pressure and send things back to the 30K region, 30K. to the downside of the 30K region again, 30, 31, 32 again. So the bulls, I'm just the summary of everything is the bulls have not yet taken back control of the consolidation. They are trying to do that, but for them to do that, they need to get past 34K and then 35K for them to take back control. Otherwise, um, the Bears may still be the guys calling the shot of the consolidation at the moment. They may still be able to mount more pressure and send down prices to the 31, 32, 30K region again. So that is it for me, from me for now. And I need to point out, I don't have much time again, but I'll just speed it up. I need to point out one thing again. I've been hearing all sort of things about um, alt season. To me, I don't believe in that alt season thing. It, and this is my personal opinion. Do not see it. Don't take it as financial advice as always. Why is because you can't be calling for an calling for alt season and then still be relying, on BTC's performance. If you don't know, you're practically doesn't make any sense. You're actually contradicting yourself by saying there's an alt season. Why you still rely on BTC performance? People are saying we are going to have an alt season, or we are seeing people are already calling ridiculous targets because they saw a green day and then they say, "Ah, we're back to the alt season is back, alt season uptrend is back," and but they were still relying on BTC, saying BTC has to stay above 30K and to stay above 42K. Then it doesn't make any sense if you calling it an off season and you're still relying on BTC. So to me, I don't believe in that crap of an off season. Everything is dependent on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin backs, everyone answers. And you can see that happened a couple of days back when people were already jubilating and then making calls for alt, making dropping signals for alt season. The moment Bitcoin backed, everyone answered, everyone went south again. So I don't believe in an alt season. Don't believe in an alt because there will never be an alt season if there is no if Bitcoin doesn't move. Bitcoin has to move for there to even be something, for you to even have the thought, think of anything that seems like an alt season. It's as a result of Bitcoin's move. So I don't believe in that. Bitcoin controls the short. I'll quickly take you to a few of the charts. This is BNB. This is BNB performance. BNB tried to rally up, but the moment BTC went down, went south, you can see from the 8th when it went up, and the moment BTC started going down from the 7th and 8th, everyone went south as well. This is for BNB, and this is for Ethereum. Take it to the Ethereum chart as well. It's kind of slow. This is Solana. Solana was able to. Oh, charts are slow. Everything is slow. Solana was able to rally up to 37K as well, but the moment BTC coughed, the moment BTC backed, it went south, and it's back to the 30, back to around 33K or so. The same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum managed to go up as well to 2,400, and the moment BTC coughed, it is now going. It has now gone. It even went as far as 2,000 yesterday, 2047 years. So I don't believe in an alt season. That is the summary of what I have for you today. I didn't even expect to take this long. I talk a lot. I talk too much. So thank you very much for your audience. If you got value from this, please ensure to subscribe, like, and share this video. And if you let me know what your thoughts in the comment section. If you have any, if you want me to talk about, if you have any uh, topic you want me to talk about, let me know also in the comment section. And then always remember that this is for educational purpose and not financial advice. Trading crypto or any other assets is a risky endeavor. So always endeavor to carry out your own research before entering any trade. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a nice